Campfire Stories.
Welcome to the campfire. You're just in time for a story from our friend, Sarah.
Hello. I'm going to tell you a story today, and it's a folktale from Palestine called The Old Woman and the Cat.
A cat? Well, I hope it's a cute cat. What am I saying? Of course, all cats are cute.
There was once an old woman, and she had a cat. A very cute cat.
Aha! I knew it.
And one day, the old woman came back from the market. She took her milk and she placed it on the table and she turned around. And as soon as she turned around, the cat jumped on the table and lapped up all the milk.
Oh, cute and naughty cat.
Well, when that old woman turned around, she thought exactly that. What a naughty cat! And she cut off that cat's tail. Well, the cat was shocked too, and the cat said, "Give me back my tail, meow." And the old woman said, "Give me back my milk, and then I'll give you back your tail."
Oh.
How am I going to do that? Easy. See that U over there? Go to the U, and the U will give you some milk. And you bring me the milk, and I will sew back your tail.
Sarah, if I may interrupt, what is a you? Is that the opposite of a me?
No, a U is a female sheep.
Okay, that makes more sense. Well, this is a very intense story so far, Sarah. What happens next?
Well, the cat said, "Meow." And she walked on over to the ewe. And she said, "You, won't you give me some milk?" And the ewe said, "I can do that. But first, you need to go to that olive tree and take an olive branch and bring it back to me, and I will give you the milk." And the cat said, "Meow." And she walked on over to that olive tree. And she said, olive tree, won't you give me a branch?" The olive tree said, "I can give you a branch. But first, you need to go to the plowman and ask the plowman to plow underneath my tree. And then I will give you that olive branch." And the cat said,
Meow.
And she walked on over to the plowman. And she said, Plowman, won't you go and plow underneath that olive tree?"
This is getting complicated.
Yeah, I hope this tail's worth it.
And the plowman said, "I will go and plow underneath that tree only if you get me some shoes from the cobbler."
Shoes?
Shoes. And the cat said, "Meow." And she walked on over to the cobbler. And she said, Cobbler, won't you make me some shoes?" The cobbler was hungry. And he said, "I can't make you any shoes until you bring me 2 loaves of bread from the baker woman."
2 loaves of bread.
The cat said, "Meow." And the cat walked on over to the baker woman. She said, Baker woman, won't you bake me 2 loaves of bread?" The baker woman said, "You need to go and bring me some flour, and I will use that flour to make some bread, and you can have that bread." And the cat said, "Meow." And she walked on over and she got some flour and she gave the flour to
The
Baker
woman.
And the baker woman gave him 2 loaves of
Bread.
Bread.
and
Very
she
good.
took that bread and she brought that bread to
The cobbler, the cobbler.
and the cobbler made him some
Shoes.
and he gave that shoes to the
Was it the olive?
The plowman?
Oh, the
plowman! Got
plowman!
it. She gave it to the plowman. And what do you think the plowman did?
Oh, the olive tree, the olive tree. He plowed under
yes,
the olive
yes,
tree.
He plowed under the olive tree, and the olive tree then gave him a
Olive branch.
olive branch. And the cat brought that olive branch to the
Oh, the ewe.
Oh,
the female sheep, and the ewe gave him some
milk.
Here we go, here we go, here we
We're going to
go.
the old lady. We're going to the old lady.
Yeah.
The old woman, and the old woman then.
Yep.
Jason!
Sew the tail back on.
And the cat and the old woman were best friends once again.
Oh, wonderful!
The bird of this tale has flown. The story has been told.
I knew that the cat could do it.
Well, thank you so much for telling us that story, Sarah.
You're welcome.
You know what I like the most? I really like the part where the cat said, meow.
Meow.